Hello folks, welcome to Canal Channel Jose. Today we're going to show you or give you an idea how to replace the cabin air filter on a 2012 to 2022 or 21 Chevrolet Spark. And we got the filter. We're going to be working on the passenger side, and we're going to have to remove the glove box so we can expose the filter opening. So we're going to show you the tools and the filter number that we're using, so that way you can do it and save a lot of money, so you don't have to take it to shops. And with that said, let's jump right into it. So as you're looking at the dash, right on the passenger side, we have the glove box. So we have to open it, and then we're going to have to remove one bolt on this side and another bolt on this side. They're 7mm or 932s. Those two sockets work for this. From the 2012 to 2015, you probably don't have those two screws. So all you have to do is you're going to have to squeeze on the sides to release, so it drops and it comes out. So by the 2016 to 22 has those two screws that attach the glove box towards the dash, and you have to remove those to bring that out so you can expose the filter that is right in there. So the old filter is right behind this structure. So the new filter that we're going to be using is made by STP, and the part number is CAF1872P. That's what we're using to replace the old one with. So we have to remove this structure. So we were saying that there's one bolt and there's the other bolt that secure the glove box or the dash on the bottom, and then once you take those, you cannot tilt it and bring that whole thing out. For this procedure, we're using a small ratchet with a long extension, and we're using a 7mm socket, and we have attached on the side two iridium small magnets. So when we undo the bolt, because we can't grab it, the socket is gonna actually take that bolt with it, because the magnet that are attached on the side of the magnet or the socket. So now with that said, we just recommend doing that in case there's any openings where the bolt is going to fall and then you can't grab it. So that's our safety feature for not dropping bolts. With that said, let's undo those two bolts. We have one bolt out. What we So now that we have removed the two screws or bolts are holding the bottom brackets, we can lift a little bit or structure and tilt it a little bit. So this tab right here and the other tab on this other side that are stops can tilt and come out of that opening. So now that we have the glove box off, we have right where it is screwed on in the bottom, one, two, and those two holes on the side are guides for them, as you can see. And these are the stops or the bumps, so the glove box don't open completely all the way down. So now that we have removed the glove box, there's the opening that we have to open so we can slide the old filter out and put the new one in. This is the latch, or this is the door that hides the filter. So what we have to do is we have to lift this tab and this other one, and now that is undone, we can lift and open it up, and then that's the filter. We can just drag it out to start replacing it with a new one. So here we have our old filter out, and this thing is just filthy. It needed to be replaced right away. So if this one, we took it out by saying up. So that was when it was in. So now that we took this one out, we are gonna replace it with a new one, and we have it brought it out of the box so that way we don't start getting it full of stuff. So here it is, the air flow. So the airflow on this car, it goes from up to down, from top to bottom. So it's going to slide right in there with the arrows pointing down. Even if you read the airflow upside down. So that's how you put it in, like this. So now we can go install this one. So we have a brand new filter for our cabin on this Spark. Now we have our filter here and airflow, and this system goes from top to bottom, so that's how it has to read. So we open and we start sliding our air filter right in there, and then we completely slide it all the way in, push it all the way in, and then we can close our little latch once the filter is all the way sitting inside the housing, and then we can start moving backwards so we can start putting everything together and we can have a brand new cabin air filter on our Spark. So now that we have put our filter back in, everything is back on normal in there. We have to put our glove box on, and every latch or every hinge on the bottom has two little tabs, two little high points like these, and this other side as well. That one and that one. So those line up right next to where the bolt is, so they guide one side and the other side, so that hinge don't move around, so the bolt can actually go in there more precise. So we grab it, put it in, and then we guide it in, and then we put our bolt in for one side. So now we have our socket with our two little magnets and the bolt. So we're gonna put it in, present it, and it's gonna help us guide it into place and start screwing it in. What I do is once the screw or the bolt is already grabbing some threads, I take out the magnet so then I can finish it tightening it in. So now that the two screws are in and tightening it and your glove box is back to normal, we can close it, and that completes this replacement of the air cabin filter for a Spark. For this procedure, all we needed was our new filter to replace the old one with, and then we needed an extension on a 1/4-inch ratchet with a 7mm socket, and we put two little magnets on the tips so we could pull out or pull in or bolt without falling from there. So this is how easy you can do this air cabin filter replacement without taking it to shops and save a lot of money. And well, folks, hopefully this video was useful and helpful on how to replace a cabin air filter on a 2012 to 2022-21 Chevy Spark. And it's really easy. All you need is just a 7mm socket and the right filter. And with that said, folks, for our friends who are watching the video, haven't subscribed to our channel, please subscribe if you like our video. Give us thumbs up, share it, and we'll see you soon with more videos here on the canal de Chano Jose.